pandemic flu would do. And then when you actually see what coronavirus does, what COVID-19 does, it's completely different.
The nastiest surprise was the aircraft carrier Roosevelt. Not only did the virus sideline one of the most important ships in the Navy, but the majority of the more than 800 crew members who tested positive had no symptoms.
Wait a second. It's the nastiest thing. It sidelined this entire aircraft carrier, but the majority of the 800 people who tested positive showed no symptoms. If the majority of the people who tested or who had it had no symptoms, then why would it sideline an aircraft carrier, and why would that aircraft carrier be taken offline or whatever they did with it? That just doesn't make any sense. That's total doublespeak. Doublespeak all day. So doublespeak, I think, was from the book 1984, and it is defined as deliberately euphemistic, ambiguous, or obscure language. So this one I'm going to go deliberately ambiguous because it doesn't make any sense. It was this horrible thing, but it didn't do anything. It was this horrible thing, but it didn't affect hardly anybody. Nobody showed symptoms. What? Okay, so doublespeak is language that deliberately obscures, disguises, distorts, or reverses the meaning of words. So that's what's happening, because they said that, it's killing this, it took this aircraft carrier offline, but it affected hardly nobody. That is pure 1984 doublespeak. I mean, I searched doublespeak 1984, and this is what came up. Forms of doublespeak. Saturday to start reality plan. Analyzing doublespeak. Hang on a second. Okay, so let's provide several defining attributes of doublespeak. It misleads. It distorts reality. It pretends to communicate. It makes the bad seem good, or the good seem bad, whatever. Avoids or shifts responsibility. Makes the negative appear positive. Well, makes the bad seem good, makes the negative appear positive. It is possibly redundant. That's from the Department of Redundancy Department. Creates a false verbal map of the world. Limits, conceals, corrupts, or perverts thought. Makes the unpleasant appear attractive or tolerable. Creates incongruity between reality and what is said or not said. Okay, that's a good one. It creates incongruity between reality and what is said. Okay, so it's reality and what is said is not congruous. It's incongruent. That's what happened.
Of what a
Okay,
virus
so we'll watch this again.
would do, what a pandemic flu would do. And then when you actually see what coronavirus does, what COVID-19 does, it's completely different.
Okay, so he just said it. We had our thoughts and ideas of what a pandemic would do, and what coronavirus did was completely the opposite. Yes, because you're going to think a pandemic would create, total big problems, but it didn't.
Nastiest surprise was the aircraft carrier.
The nastiest surprise was that of the 800 people tested, none of them showed symptoms of coronavirus. That's a nasty surprise. That is an awesome surprise.
Roosevelt. Not only did the virus sideline one of the most important ships in the Navy, but the majority of the more than 800 crew members who tested positive had no symptoms.
What? What are they saying? Am I insane, or is that just in? Oh my God! What world am I living in? Is this real? I don't understand.